What's cracking, fam? T-Money down in the dungeon. Happy Friday. Actually, is it Friday or is it... I wish I could say happy Friday the 13th, but happy Saturday. Everybody have a good Friday the 13th. What did y'all do? What did y'all watch, more importantly? Man, only one Friday the 13th this year, which is really depressing, but I had fun. I just watched a bunch of movies. I was alone last night, so it was peaceful, and I just watched Friday the 13th Part 3 and 4, and then I watched this little guy right here, girl I should say, Let's Scare Jessica to Death. Excellent film. A little slow, it kind of drags. It's, not the most intense plot by any means, but I really like the setting in this movie, and also Jessica and her kind of like redescent into madness and paranoia. It's different, but the setting is really what does it for me in this one, like the, whole country vibe, country house setting, and that beginning sequence with the cemetery and the definitely fall leaves, and the hearse driving through the New Englandy town or whatever it is. I forget where it takes place, but yeah, fun movie. So anyways, why did I mention that? Oh, because I watched it for Friday the 13th, so we'll skip that one in the update. But I just wanted to show you guys one other thing too real quick. I got this when I was at Texas Frightmare, the one time I've ever been, in 2023, I believe, because I didn't go this year or last year, unfortunately. It's just so far away for me. Being in Vermont, it's literally across the country, and it's just expensive. And honestly, I'm kind of content with, first of all, I don't have any room for anything, any more posters or signed memorabilia or anything like that. So I don't really need any more. I really want to get Warwick Davis's autograph on my Leprechaun 1 sheet. Other than that, it would be fun, and just a treat to go to more conventions. But as far as alive celebrities that I want, most of them are gone, so I have most of the ones that I really want and need. So, but the experience itself is a lot of fun too. And Texas Frightmare is great, but it's just so far away. So, but anyways, speaking of legends and celebrities and all that, probably my favorite actor of all time, we have the great Vincent Price. I just have such a good connection with Vincent Price. My dad, huge Vincent Price fan, so I was definitely spoiled growing up watching all of his classic films. And but this is cool. This is a NECA figure, so it is what it is. Made in China, but it's awesome. Like, the detail's really good on Vincent Price's face. I don't know if you can see that, but a lot of glare in these. But it's actually a really good mold or whatever. So yeah, stoked to have this. I'm not a mega NECA collector anymore. I like buying the distinctive dummies and the LB design, the ones that are made, and the ones from Paul Bearer Press. I always buy those too. I forget the name of the company, but just the ones that are handmade in the US. I love those. They're so limited. But I just got the Owlman from LB 3D Design, and also the Owlman from Stage Fright, and then one other one they just announced too. I'm drawing a blank on what it was. Sorry, I always smoke before these videos, and it doesn't help my memory at all. But I pre-ordered it, so Paul Bearer Press has it right now. So go check it out if you're interested to know what figure that is. But yeah, those are my fave. Hold on a second. Sorry. Sorry about that, guys. You know how I am. I just like dwell on things and I can't think of them. So it's Distinctive Dummies is one of the companies that I like to collect a lot of their stuff, and then the other one is Evil Entities. And I think I showed off. Sorry, I'm cotton mouth as fuck. Um, I showed off the Madman, and I think the Zombie, Lucio Fulci Zombie, in my last update. So I got really lucky with this one. It was sold out, but the dude was super cool, and found one more lying around and hooked me up because I was bugging him about how I missed it, and so and it ended up being 15 of 15, which is super rad. I'm so stoked on that. So that shit never happens. Usually you send somebody a message on Instagram and they're too cool for school. So you're lucky if they even read it. But anyways, that's besides the point. Amazing Exorcist set. Evil Entities, Distinctive Dummies through Paul Barrett Press. Those are my two favorite figures. And honestly, NECA does a fantastic job. Like, that's not to say that those, but they're just more commercial and mass produced, and so, but they still do some pretty cool stuff, like a fucking Vincent Price figure, which is awesome. It's got everything, all the classic like accoutrements, I think. You've got the skull, the burning candle with the wick, and the suit, the cigarettes, the cup of tea, all of the Vincent Price. When I think of Vincent Price, I think of that. Him sitting in an old Victorian chair, just being the master of horror that he is. Such a class act. But anyways, so all that being said, let's get into the update. I got a stack of goodness here to go over with you guys. So we're going to start out with this one. This is a movie I had not watched, not to be confused with something else I'm going to show you in this update, but I had never seen this creep, and I watched it recently for the first time through the Umbrella Entertainment release. I actually got the limited edition set too, but yeah. So anyways, this is just a really good like underground sewer, deformed community, killing people type shit, and it's badass, and it's a really gritty sewery setting, and the practical effects on the creeps are, I think they're twins or something, but there's a few of them. It's just awesome. Trying to think of what else it reminded me. Anything that takes place, any mutated killer in a sewer. That's the vibe of this one, and it's pretty good. And it's not that old. I think it's from like maybe 2010 range, something like that. And really good. So I'd never heard of this one, and I had confused it with the recent Creep. And I think there's another movie with I think there's 3 Creeps. So because it's a pretty common title, but yeah, if you guys haven't seen this one, check it out. Really good. It reminded me of the movie that they're putting out soon. I'm gonna forget what it's called. I think Blue Underground just announced it, and they had released it before. Raw Meat. Reminded me of Raw Meat, that style of film. So if you're into that, a little bit more modern, practical effects, even better, I dare say. So anyways, check it out. Check out Creep. It's good. I had to get this. I have a special relationship with this movie. I saw this with my folks, I think before my brother was born. We're 5 years apart, so this would have been early 90s. Or it had to have been 90, because he was born in 91. 95, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so I lied. So my brother was 5, so he didn't make it to the theater with us that day. I know it was just me, my mom, and my dad. And 1995, man, I was 9 years old, and I love this movie. Just so good. I mean, over the years, I think I kind of appreciated it more when I was like, in my teens watching it. Maybe I understood it more when I was 9. Not that it's a really complicated movie or anything, but the humor, at 9 years old, I don't know. But they just don't make comedy like this anymore. You got this amazing duo, and they just don't. Like, I don't know. I feel like they could, though. They just need like a really good, funny new duo of actors to make, But anyways, this classic fucking movie. Tommy Boy, one of my favorite comedies for sure. I could quote everything in that movie. Just so good. But yeah, so Tommy Boy, and then Black Sheep, which isn't bad also. Black Sheep I definitely saw later. I like it. It's just not Tommy Boy. But it's got that, what's his name in it? Gary Busey. And I kind of remember the film for Gary Busey's role more than anything, honestly. But yeah, I gotta revisit it. Definitely enjoyed it, but just it wasn't Tommy Boy level. This one is a classic. I love this film so much. I own this movie probably 7, 8 times, different releases. I wish this was 4K, honestly, because I don't think there's a 4K yet. But it's definitely a grainy 70s slasher, so it's different though. And yeah, so I don't know if 4K would make it look any better, whatever. But classic movie, man. I love the puppeteer aspect to it. It makes it really unique and creepy. And that scene where that creepy puppet comes out of the closet when they're in the house looking around, oh, man, just like really cool puppetry and the actual like design of the puppets. Um, and they're like not animatronic, but they're not just puppets. They make, what do you call it? Animatronic puppeteer, maybe something like that. But anyways, really good movie. I didn't know Ted Nicolai was the editor. That's cool. He did all of the vampire movies, Radu movies. But Charles Band, yeah, because it's Full Moon, of course. But it just really what makes it different is um, the cast. Chuck Connors as the strange man, mysterious man that doesn't come across as what happened. What, you know what I mean? It was just good. I really liked Chuck Connors in that role. It was creepy, and I love the setting and the puppets, and it's just a unique, creepy, puppety slasher. So better deep there, puppety. So yeah, so that's cool. I grabbed a couple of these from 101 Films just cause why not? You know, I love Full Moon, and they're kind of releasing the Full Moon classics. They also did that line of I think AGFA, which I feel kind of bad. I don't know if that really took off for them, but they released a lot of AGFA films, and now they're releasing a lot of Full Moon films. No slips or anything, just standard releases. But we've got two classic Full Moon films, Shrunken Heads, Creepazoids. You know, kind of like I'd say like B-rate, not in the top tier of the Full Moon classics, but the second or third. Still fun films. So grab those guys. Send in the camera. No, good. Okay. This one I saw in theaters and I fucking absolutely loved it. And I'm not by any means a Godzilla aficionado, but I mean, I like the films. I'm just not like crazy for them. But this one was amazing in the theaters, man. Oh my god, there are some scenes. That scene where he's like screaming and freaking out in the theater. It was just like soul riveting. It was so good. So yeah, this was a great movie. Really, really liked this one. So haven't rewatched it since I saw it in the theater, obviously, but I should definitely check that out on 4K on my home video. So that's cool. Here's a classic. I don't know. I just grabbed a random. I always just grab random stuff because, like I said, I'm not doing videos where I'm showing you guys the most recent shit I got anymore because everything is just so delayed now. So you know, it's just like everything I've got here. Some of it's brand new, but some of it I had for a while, like Creep. But actually, coincidentally, a lot of the stuff just came last week. Tourist Trap. This one that I'm about to show you. Oh man, I had to Imprint, very expensive. I've kind of talked about it before on social media. This company is just really, really expensive, and I feel like a lot of the times they're just re-releasing movies on Blu-ray. Kind of like Umbrella's doing that too. They're just like re-releasing movies with lenticular hard boxes, but still on Blu-ray, not upgraded to 4K, and just really nice packaging. And everybody just goes nuts for it because it's a good gimmick. It works. But in this case, then they did. These were kind of honestly, I was surprised that they put these ones out. It's Seeding of a Ghost, which is an excellent, creepy, supernatural, scary ghost Asian horror film. And then Oily Maniac, which is just fun. Those are two early '88 films, Blu-rays. I had the slipcover editions. Those are rare now. But yeah, because they went out of print for a while. Once '88 went out OOP on those, it wasn't until this that Imprint picked it up. And I don't recall the price being that high on this one. It's just more like the Never-Ending Story, and then the new one that they just announced. That's like $150 for The Keep with a cross replica. It's like, oh boy, I need to get that, right? $160, man, for a 4K to keep. Insanity. Granted, the packaging's nice, but it's like how much do you like the packaging? Like, are you willing to spend $100 for a fucking box with a cross? Like, I mean, even, and don't get me wrong, guys. I fucking am probably the worst, the last person who has any right to be talking about like, um, what was I gonna say? I just don't have any discipline. So, but I'm trying, and I'm realizing like things like that. Like I don't need that. I don't need the Never-Ending Story for $200 in this uber big book edition. Granted, I don't own the Never-Ending Story at all, so that in itself. But like for the keep, like, I mean, come on, man. I just got the 4K from Vinegar Syndrome. That's fine. And that was like $45. But anyways, yeah, I'm mad at not mad at Vinegar Syndrome, but they're so like popular now that they're just like not as friendly as they used to be. I feel like no shit on them. Like it's Vinegar Syndrome, they're cool. I met one of the owners who runs the Denver store. He was a super cool guy, very nice guy. But I just feel like they're almost getting too cool for school. And I don't know, like they just completely, you know how they have the limit one per customer now. I feel like if you're putting out a title that has 2 slipcovers, then maybe some collectors, not all collectors are scalpers, first of all. Like, I'm a fucking nut job who likes having 2 copies of movies. One to keep pristine, unsealed, or sealed, and one to watch. That's my mentality. Someday I hope to maybe sell it when it's worth a lot of money so I can actually cash in on all of the movies, all the spending. But for right now, not by any means a reseller or a scalper. So anyways, I had messaged them in the big order I placed for their subscriber month, or partner label month. And I was like, listen, I don't know your policy on ordering 2 copies of a movie like Destroy All Neighbors, which I should probably just whip out right now and show you. And then, because I would like to have one of each copy. So anyways, no answer. No, that was a note that I wrote in the order. Who knows if they even fucking read them? Probably not, because they get so many goddamn orders. But anyways, no response. And then they don't send me the second copy because I just said, you know, I don't know what your policy is because you're selling A and B. So I was like, I purchased A, but I want to have B. I want to be able to put the slip on B as well. So I ordered another one. If this is a problem, no problem. So they don't respond. They don't say anything, of course. And then they don't ship me the second one that I ordered. But they didn't refund me either. So it's not like the end of the world. Shit happens. I get it. But it's like, you know, the old Vinegar Syndrome would communicate with you. They were just friendlier and more caring. I think now it's just the machine, man. It's just pure. And I feel bad for the poor guy who has to answer emails because it sucks to be him. Let's be real. But yeah, so anyways, that was disappointing. Rant over on that one, sorry, but we will, because I'm obviously gonna fucking make it happen because I'm T-Money and I make shit happen. But I went on Orbit and purchased this one, so I do have both. Always thinking ahead, this guy. Some people are just like, you're stupid, dude, you only need 1 copy. But again, I like it, makes me feel good. One of them's definitely going to stay sealed for a rainy day. If I decide that I don't want to be doing this anymore, or if it becomes super rare, I'll have it. But so it just makes me happy. But it pisses me off, kind of, the 1 per customer. I bet you they're shooting themselves in the foot, because what's happening is they're selling less copies by doing it that way. But kudos to them for taking a stand against scalpers. But they should understand that 2 copies, you know, there are people who like to have 2 copies. Doesn't necessarily mean that the intention is to resell it. So rant officially over on that one. Destroy All Neighbors, I've never seen it. I've seen Destroy All Monsters. I keep mixing it up with that one. But this seems to be pretty fun, though. You know, some dude wreaks havoc on his neighbor, not knowing that he's like the devil or something like that, evil. So I'm sure it'll be a fun rock and roll horror blast. So we'll check that one out. Here's a classic banger, The Dark Half. Had to grab this one, man. Vinegar Syndrome, honestly, these days, it's like 1 title out of their announcements I'm super down with. Odds are the other 4, I'm like, meh, you know. But Dark Half, classic, love it. And this is a beautiful release on 4K. So, fuck yeah, dude. Can't wait to revisit that one on 4K. Alright, so I've seen Creep. I talked about the other Creep. not too long ago. Yeah, I loved the first one. I liked the second one, and I don't think is there a third one. If there is, I haven't seen it. And now there's a TV show. So the dude who plays the creep in this is really good actor. I like him. He plays a really good creep. I turned one of my friends onto this, and she was like completely bored with it. So I guess it's not for everyone, but I do really like. I thought the first one was unique and fun and refreshing, and kind of just an interesting. It captured me in an interesting way. So yeah, let me know. Have you guys seen the Creep tapes? Is it good? I'm sure it's fun. I fucking love Lemon Spindrift, dude. It's so good. All right. So I just pulled out a couple of the Vinegar Syndrome ones that seemed interesting from Partner Label Month. The Killing Tide, action. Vinegar Syndrome, more horror, less Asian, less action. That's all I have to say. Speaking of Asian action, never saw this one. Jesse from Diabolic was doing one of his posts, showing it off. So I want to check it out for Bruce Lee, because I do love Bruce Lee, and you know, if I'm gonna watch, a Hong Kong action movie, it's gonna be Bruce Lee, so kung fu movie rather. But yeah, so I've never seen this one from the '70s. Sound pretty good. Then we have this piece of trash, but I had to have it. So yeah, part 6 of the fuck is it called? The Howling, part 6. Yeah, I don't really remember this one. Everything's on German. Is in German on the back, but I forget. Is this the one that takes place in the carnival? I think so. But yeah, if you guys know, I really can't read anything on this. There's not a single English translation to be had. But yeah, I mean these are rare. There's only 100 of these, so I got number 30. So Howling Part 6. Yeah, we'll see. I couldn't even tell you what the name is because it's Escalofried Part 6. Sorry. Anyways, here's a good one. Fuck, man. I remember really liking this sci-fi film, Dark City, when I first saw it. Unique, different. Who directed this? Alex Proyas. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but brand new 4K, so it'll be cool watching this movie in 4K, man. I think I saw this right around the time I saw The Cell, and they're both very unique, interesting sci-fi, horror-ish movies. Just really, it's kind of a dark movie, but not really horror. But let's see. Wakes up in a hotel bathtub and don't remember how he got there, but there's a body on the floor with bloody spirals carved into the flesh and a voice on the phone that tells him to flee. Soon Murdoch, who's the dude who's in this? The main actor. Kiefer Sutherland, that's right. Jennifer Connelly's in it as well, so good cast. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. If you guys want to know what this movie's about, then get it and watch it. But it's a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. Yeah, it's just batshit craziness. But I like the practical effects and the actual just the effects in this movie kick ass. So can't wait to revisit it. Dark City. Don't come to T Money if you want a good summary of something, because you're not going to get it here. Here's one from Umbrella. This is part of the Vinegar Syndrome. I gotta speed this up. I've been fucking gabbing away and not talking or not going through fast enough. But Final Cut. I feel like Umbrella's been pretty shisty with Vinegar Syndrome. Not gonna lie, they don't put out a lot of movies. I feel like they're really focusing on their brand, and Vinegar Syndrome's just like, yeah, we'll shoot you a movie that we've already released. But it's kind of funny, honestly, because Umbrella's super successful now. But Final Cut, terrible cover artwork on this one, but I remember kind of liking it. All right, Vampire in the another Hercules and something vampires. So awesome, the Haunted World of Hercules or something like that. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this movie, but I like Hercules, and I like that kind of cheesy, fantastic world. That I'm sure this will just be kind of a fun ride. So yeah, got to check this one out for sure. Vampires. Christopher Lee is in this, so cool. All right, feel like such an idiot. Here's one that I really liked. Synapse put this out a while ago on DVD. It never had a Blu-ray, so when I saw, I was able to swoop up like a German release of Anguish, starring the great late Zelda Rubinstein, amazing underrated actress, character actress. I love her in. There's a Tales from the Crypt episode called The New Arrival, and the stars this like psychiatric. Uh, he's basically like a psychiatrist. Then he goes to investigate, and that's the dude from Jurassic Park. I forget his name. It's probably right here. Zelda Rubinstein, Michael Lerner. No, is it Michael Lerner? Yeah, I think it is Michael Lerner. Anyways, yeah, he's. It's just that episode of Tales from the Crypt is so good. Felicity, mommy has someone. Oh, it's so good. She's so creepy. And then of course in Poltergeist, she's great. But so Anguish, I have to revisit this one. I remember really liking it. I remember something about a movie theater and like a killing that's going on. These people are watching a movie, and Zelda Rubinstein plays her, classic evil, twisted mother role, and Felicity, and then some like real shit goes down while they're watching the movie. There's a killer on the loose type thing. I just remember liking it. It was unique, shot through like you're watching a movie at the movies when you're watching this movie, and it's good. So English, great one. Check it out. Love Zelda Rubinstein. Goki, the vampire hunter or vampire killer, something like that. I think this is like a Japanese or Asian vampire movie, which I've never seen. I picked up the media book a couple years ago, but I never got around to watching it. And actually, I think I even picked up like a BDR of this a long ass time ago, because I've always been meaning to watch it, but never get around to it. It's just one of those, but I want to check it out. It's like a Asian vampire flick. Probably batshit crazy. Nice Asian spin, so check that one out. I had to grab this. Again, I showed you the Shining cover in my last update, but sorry. I love this cover artwork too. Probably my favorite. Because honestly, the Shining cover looked really cool on the website, but then when I got it, the actual, like, it's cool, like, the idea of the cover, but the actual print is, like, kind of grainy. I don't really know how to describe it, but I feel like they could have done a lot better job with the image on the cover of the Shining Terrifier 3 cover. But this one's pretty good, actually. If you look at it, it's not really grainy. It's just pretty cool. So, yeah, I remember being disappointed with that other one, though, because it's a cool, great cover. They just didn't do a good job with the ink. But, yeah, so I've seen Terrifier 3, obviously. I've shared my opinions on it. It's, it is what it is. I'm not, I don't know. It's just, if you want to see some good kills and a clown, I like the Santa aspect of it, but other than that, it's just, it's too weird now. I liked it before they decided that he's like supernatural, basically, put it that way. All right, I'm probably going to skip this last pile because I've been ranting now for almost 30 minutes. Holy shit. But I'll just show you real quick. These are the Winnie the Pooh collector's editions from Umbrella. So I like the first one, Blood and Honey. Second one was not that good. More of the same, and I didn't like the addition of Tigger. So, yeah, I like the first one. And I just got this today, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. So we'll check this one out. This will be fun. They're on this stupid kick. Actually, there was that movie Screamboat that was like Mickey Mouse, sort of, not really, but stupid killer, stupid animal killer. And then today I also got, I have it in there, so I'll just grab it right now. Popeye's Revenge. I got this one from Grindhouse because they were literally, Grindhouse Video was the only one selling it, so, which is cool. Sometimes he has some pretty unique stuff that no one else has. But anyways, Popeye's Revenge. So on that stupid child fantasy character turned killer version, you know what I'm saying? Just like cheese. But I mean, so yeah, Popeye's Revenge. I mean, fuck yeah, dude. I'm totally down. This one's a beauty. I'm so happy that I got this. Brother Belial had it, sold out of it. Was gonna try and get it, never got it again, I don't think. So, and then all of a sudden, what do you know? good old Diabolic DVD, throws it up, and I snagged it. So, Diabolic, you know, they just always come through one way or the other. They all do. I love all of them. I love Orbit, I love Brother Belial, I love Atomic Video Store, and I love Diabolic. Diabolic being like the OG. So I'll always have like a special place for them. But yeah, Orbit's great, super fast shipping. All those companies, man. Atomic Video, super fast shipping. They fucking give you free shipping with like 2 items, which is awesome. Before the tariffs hit, I feel like their prices were actually lower than everyone else's with the free shipping. So Brother Belial does the same thing, I think $100 or more. So a lot of fucking competition out there, and they're all good companies. So, you know who I feel bad for is Cinema Classics, or Cinema Real Classics, because I feel like they don't get the love and recognition that a lot of these other up-and-coming companies do. And I don't really know the owner, but he reached out to me a few times, and I purchased a few movies from him. But it's like the one that I kind of forget a lot of the time. And then there's Grindhouse too, which I usually buy stuff from Grindhouse Video when I can't get it anywhere else, just because prices aren't as competitive. But it's all good. I mean, I know it is what it is. So I don't know how these other guys are even really making a lot of money, but I should shut my mouth because I appreciate it. Anyways, so I got this one from Diabolic DVD, fucking classic. We got the Tombs of the Blind Dead quadrilogy, or whatever you call it, 4 films. We've never had these all on Blu-ray. We had like the Night of the Seagulls from Scream Factory. We had the first one from Synapse. So it's cool to have all 4, even though the first and second, Tombs of the Blind Dead and Revenge of the Blind Dead, I don't know what they call it. The first 2 are my favorite. Night of the Seagulls is 3, and then the 4th one is definitely my least favorite, I think. I should revisit it because I kind of forget it, but Tombs of the Blind Dead, classic, really awesome, good stuff. So stoked to have it on 4K from good old XT Video, one of the OG German media book companies out there. So fuck yes, so happy I was able to grab this. Thank you, Diabolic. Thank you. What do we have here? We got the Farmer, the fucking Farmer. Came in today. I'm stoked to check it out. The cover's actually really cool. Oh, I thought that was red. The fuck? That was the back. Yeah, it's actually pretty badass. So those guys did a good job on this cover. The Demon. So yeah, man, I can't wait to check it out. It's supposed to be really good. I emailed him because I was like, yo, you sent me Nightmare Circus, but you didn't send me any of the other movies that I ordered. And then he was like, yeah, I definitely did. And so I was like, all right, fuck, I could have sworn you didn't, but anyway, so I got to go to my storage unit and check this. He was running a sale. I bought a bunch of stuff that I already had because some of the slipcovers I had fucked up and stuff, and they were cheap. So I should probably make sure that I actually did get those, though, because I'm still, like, not sure. But he was like, yeah, you definitely did. So I'm not going to, accuse him of being a liar. But I have to just look for my own sanity. So yeah, The Farmer on 4K. Not a bad film. I liked it. I liked when Scorpion put it out. It was the sub-label of Scorpion. And then there was that other company that put it out too, not long ago at all. Probably own like 2 copies of that somewhere. But 4K. Demon says it's a good transfer, so we'll check it out. Alright, Road Trip, just another childhood classic. This one I used to watch with my mom all the time. So funny, so good. Just a classic comedy. Road Trip. I don't know about any others, European Trip, blah, 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 but Road Trip, the OG, so funny. Tom Green's classic in this movie. And then you've got the dude from American Pie, of course. I forget his name now in American Pie. But his name is Sean William Scott. He's funny. And then you've got the dude from Clueless, who's like the skater boy. He's chill. He's always like kind of chill. Yeah, so and it's just a classic movie, man. Fucking Road Trip. So funny. I love the snake scene. Alright. American Pie 1 and 2. I got these from 88 Films. That's a weird release from 88 Films, if I ever do say so myself. But yeah, these are fun. I really like the first one. It's like Road Trip. It's just that era. classic. Blink 182 was like my fucking jam back then too. I mean, I loved all punk, but Blink was definitely right there. I saw Blink 182 in 1997 at the Buzz Ball in Burlington. Um, and there Scott Rayner was playing drums. It was the guy before Travis Barker, who kind of sucked, honestly. He was like really off. He wasn't a good drummer. I think he was also an alcoholic, but whatever. I mean, to each their own. No judges, but he just wasn't a great drummer. So when they got Travis Barker, that really like made the band good. They always kind of sucked live, honestly. Not gonna lie, Blink kind of sucks live. But anyways, good times, good era. You know, just funny shit. So American Pie 1, good. Second one, I don't really remember. I think they go to like this retreat and they're reuniting, and it's a tired story at that point. Well, not really, because there's a lot more story to tell, I guess. But the original American Pie Man's classic, so good. And then I grabbed this one from Diabolic as well. The Rabbit. I love the original Rabbit, man. The original Rabbit, I could go on, man. When I was in Florida as a kid, my grandma had a condo in Fort Lauderdale. We'd always go to Blockbuster. And year after year, I would see the original Rabbit VHS. It was like a clam box. And it had that creepy cover of the woman, just the woman on it. And I was just so intrigued by that cover for years. And I never actually did see that. We rented some other funny movies like Dr. Giggles, but I don't think we ever actually rented it. But I just remember being so intrigued by that clam box of Rabbit. You know, knowing George Romero at that time, I'm super young, probably like 8, 9, 10 years old, knowing Romero and the Dead movies, but not really knowing much about Rabid was just intriguing. Turned out to be a great film. So yeah, anyways, that's the new one I saw too, and I did like it. Obviously not as good as the original, but that's a double feature that they just put out of both Rabid. So if you don't own those films, good opportunity to grab them. Company that put this out is Telefilm, so it's a German release, I guess. So that's rad. All right, guys, we're done. I got a couple more here. That's it. 2 more, 3 more. I just showed you. I don't want to end on this one. This one's probably terrible. I got this from Grindhouse. Demon S. Probably plays like a fucking holiday, you know, the holiday channel, like just like a soft, I don't even know, probably really bad, but it's about this couple who go to on an exclusive island retreat, and the one woman is summoned and swayed by the sadistic demon. And so she's probably really hot, and the movie's probably really bad, but only place I could find it was Grindhouse. So again, every once in a while I'll buy some shit that nobody else has put out. Last up, classic Lord of Illusions, Clive Barker. So happy I was able to meet Clive Barker last year or 2 years ago. That was like definitely a bucket list event. So, but yeah, this definitely like not one of my favorites. I really love Rawhead Rex, Hellraiser, and Cabal, but Lord of Illusions kind of has its place, so I should rewatch it. It's been a while since I've seen it, and this is the 4K from Scream Factory, so that's rad. That came out pretty recently. And did I say The Monkey? I watched this the other night. I liked it. Osgood Perkins, great soundtrack, just a classy modern, you know. What's up with the dude who directed Midsummer? He was like on a fucking roll, and then he kind of went quiet. I didn't like the third movie that he did with Phoenix, Joaquin Phoenix. But anyways, this is good. Weird black comedy, but kills are cool. It's just hip, man. It's modern horror. So, you know, it's like that new cool select wave of modern horror directors. He's definitely, Osgood's definitely one of them. And then we got the one who did Talk to Me. They just put out a new movie. So yeah, a lot of good upcoming, what do you call them, like hipster horror directors? Something like that. Anyways, that's it. I think the last movie I did not show you was I, Madman. Scream Factory had put this out, but I had to go for the Kino release. Why? I have no fucking idea. It's just a Blu-ray, so it's probably the same transfer. Slipcover maybe? I don't know. Slip's not even that great. But anyways, I gotta rewatch this one. If anything, I saw I, Madman, and I was like, I haven't seen that in a while, so I should just buy it, because who the fuck knows where it is in this jungle down here. Could take me a year to find it. Not literally, but it takes me a long time to find movies sometimes. I have the best collection, but the worst setup. So, yeah, you get it. Anyways, guys, cheers. I fucking rattled on for 40 minutes tonight, so I'm tired. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm trying to keep things a little bit more frequent, just to be there, be around, show my face, and just let y'all know that I'm still alive and I'm still buying fucking movies. So, you guys have a great weekend, what's left of it, and I'll see you when I see you. Hopefully sooner than later. Peace.